let's start with the Radleys. Eric, can you tell us about the movie? Is it worth watching? I know it stars Kelly Macdonald, I believe, is in this, and obviously Harry Baxendale. What can you tell us about the Radleys?
Basically, a family of vampires. The daughter, she kind of vamps out and kills someone. It drinks her blood, kills them. And then the mom and dad find out, and they're like, "Oh, all right, let's get you inside. Let's do what we can here. Sorry, we should have told you this a long time ago, but these urges you have, we're vampires." And it's kind of a vampire movie. Well, it is a vampire movie, but it's mostly a family drama. Damian Lewis is the dad, but he also plays the uncle, and so
Pretty funny.
the uncle, they call him the uncle to come in because he's a vampire too. As far as I can tell, his vampire powers are a little more powerful than the rest of the family. So he can do like sort of Jedi mind trick sort of things. Yeah, so the police are interviewing the family to figure out about the deaths, and then the uncle comes in and he's like, "Yeah, you don't need to mess with this. In fact, if anyone even brings it up, you're just gonna think it's hilarious." They're like, "Yeah, we don't have any more questions here. All right, you guys can leave." And then they leave. The cool thing about this movie is that it takes a bunch of like family drama stuff and it plays with vampire lore in context to whatever the family's dealing with. So like with the husband and wife, probably should that we'll just say there was something going on between the husband and wife, and they use vampire lore as a catalyst to start that conflict. There's also certain vampire lore that deals with Harry Baxendale's character and his boyfriend that deals with another bit of vampire lore with that. And even the daughter learning that she's learning that she was a vampire and her parents lied to her about it her whole life. That's kind of her, just being a rebellious teenager, and how she's trying to break away from her family, and that sort of thing. So it really plays with the vampire lore and melds it in with bunch of different dramatic situations very well. Remember, so we saw the Artifice Girl, and the Artifice Girl is about artificial intelligence, and they just go deep into that. They try to like touch every corner that you could possibly think of as far as artificial intelligence goes. This kind of goes that same way with like, they'll touch on every bit of a family dynamic that you can do using different versions of vampire lore that you can think of. I don't use everything, but they use a lot of it. And in really smart ways.
That's an interesting connection. It makes it sort of a nice twist on the family drama proceedings. Does the movie overall work with that?
Yeah, it works really well. In fact, this is one of those movies you'll watch it, and after you get done watching it, you'll sit back and think, how could they make this better? I don't think they can. Like this is probably the best version of this kind of movie that I think could exist. I mean, maybe they get Louis Mandylor and it's a little better. I don't know, but for the most part, like this is just really good. Damian Lewis, it's the same guy because it is, and him and the uncle looks just like the dad, but he's got longer hair. But beyond that, like he's got different characterizations for each one. So like you kind of forget that it's the same person. Harry Baxendale and his relationship was kind of not so. It's definitely a young gay relationship, which you don't see a lot of, which was kind of refreshing with this. The daughter was great. The mom was great. Like everything. I don't have a bad thing to say about this really, other than maybe sneak Louis Mandylor in there somewhere. But other than that. This is a really good one. Actually, I think this is one that you would like quite a bit. I think you and Bruce would both like this. I can't imagine anyone that would watch this that wouldn't like it.
Oh, you're saying Bruce would like the Radleys as well, huh?
Oh, wow. I'm almost positive Bruce would love this.
Wow. Okay, so the Louis Mandylor reference, for if you're not a diehard CinemAddicts listener, that is a reference you should be. You should be. Number one, you should be. That is a reference to another movie we reviewed this week called Operation Blood Hunt, and that is directed by Louis Mandylor, and it's starring Louis Mandylor. We both recommended it, but Eric liked it way more than I did. Gave it a 3-star banger for Operation Blood Hunt. But now, for the Radleys, what is your rating, Eric Holmes?
I kind of go 6.9 on this.
Okay.
I really enjoy this a lot. Like a lot.
Okay.
Because like going in, I thought it was going to be like a kind of a cutesy.
Yeah.
What was that?
Just a
Taika
cutesy family
Waititi
drama.
movie?
Which
Yeah.
Hunt for the Wilder People, that type of stuff.
No, the What We Do in the Shadows. I thought it was
Okay.
going to be like some kind of like that, but it ended up being a lot more sweet, serious, and thoughtful. Thoughtful, not like thoughtful in the sense that wow, you guys really put a lot of thought into like how all this stuff plays together, and it was great to watch. Great to watch it unfold. Watch all the characters' interaction. I just, yeah,
Okay.
this movie's great. I don't know what else to say about it.